Bladed Articles.
Hello and welcome to Bladed Articles. Today we are going to be starting a new series. So this new series is called the Teardown series, and it's going to be just tearing down some knives. You know, new ones, old ones, whatever I can get my hands on, all of that sort of jazz. And yeah, we'll take it from there. So to kickstart it off, we are going to be tearing down the Tactile Rockwall. Now, this was my first loose bearing knife, and you will see why it's a bit of a pain in the arse in this video. So also just the tools that you will need for tearing down a basic knife maintenance. I'd suggest getting yourself not, well, you can get this one if you want, however this is just mine. This is a PDW driver and bits that come with it. That's literally all I've needed for my knives, pretty much. All the tool is supplied with the knife. Doesn't come with the pelly, it's just, yeah, I use it every day, so take it to and from work. So for this particular knife, you're going to need the driver, a T8, and also I did make up this little doohickey, and you'll see why. You can, if you don't have anything like that, you can just get some masking tape or some sort of tape anyway, just to grab the bearings. So without further ado, let's crack on with it. So apologies for my thumb first of all. I have tried this, recording this video twice before, and it's cut me both times, as you can see. So let's see if we can find the T8. Not that one. I'm going to go for this one. All right, T7. T8, here we go. So I'm going to start off with the backspacer and pocket clip. So I'll take this one out here first of all. So this is the hardest one to get out. Well, that one came out too easy, in fact. Right, let's get onto this one here. Here we go. So I like to line mine up the way they came out. So it's just total personal preference. However, that is just how I like to do things. Also, I forgot to mention, you're going to need some masking tape as well. This is the way that I've done it anyway. So when we get over to the pivot, now we have taken out the backspacer with the pocket clip in there. They do come apart. It's just a little insert there and nothing on the other side, hence why you cannot reverse it. Let's move that out of the way, and we will get onto this pivot here. Now they do have a T8 on each side, but one's a tube and one's a screw. So I think this is the screw here on this side, I'm pretty sure. So before that comes out, what I'm going to do, hopefully, there we go, laying it nice and flat, is just get a little bit of masking tape, and I'm going to cover that pivot hole. And I'm going to make sure it is stuck down on both sides of the scales as well, so it actually holds that pivot screw in there, and gently pop it off when we can get at it. Might seem a bit of a faff at the beginning, however it will be worth it. Right, so that's down there, and that's just slightly popped off, and I'm just going to flip it quickly. Right, so that's there, that's obviously stuck on. Now I'm going to hold on to the blade. Obviously just be careful not to cut yourself, so be very gentle when you're sliding it up when it comes out of the way. Come on, here we go, there we go. So hold that pivot screw in as well, and then flip the blade round. And in actual fact, we have a couple, well, one escapee over here. So let me see if I can just show you a closer up view. Just keep that pivot in there. So that is all the bearings that are in there. They are absolutely tiny, although they do work an absolute charm. Got a bit of crud in there as well. And yeah, that's why they're an arse. Obviously, I took the scales off like any other scales, just popped it straight off, and then alas my balls, basically. So that is hopefully a little cheeky way of keeping them in there. It's just a way I found. It is what it is. It's kind of a makeshift way, but the masking tape actually does really well in picking up these ceramic balls. So I'm just going to get this loose one over here. Here we go. So there she is there, and I'm just going to try and tuck her in to her bed like so. That's all come out, all come off, and she is in there nice and tasty. So now we can remove the blade itself, and obviously the scale, the pivot down the back side here has all of the other bearings in there, hence why I am keeping that one in there as well. And I was right in saying that this side was the tube, and obviously that side was the screw. And you have your ceramic bearing as well for the detent on the lock bar insert there. Now I haven't tried taking that out. I feel it will just come out with that flathead. It's just kind of, you know what, actually let's just give it a go. Let me just masking tape this other side quickly, and we'll give that a quick shout. See if we can do this on camera without spilling all the balls. Right, here we go. On there, fold that there, just keep that in place. Right, now that's in there, what we can do is remove this shit off of here that I made earlier. Here's one we made earlier. Oh, there goes my vape. Flat blade. And we're going to see if this comes undone. Hopefully I don't fuck it up. Right, we're in. Oh no, we're turning. We're friggin' turning. We're on to a winner. Woo woo! Come on. Right, okay. Apparently that doesn't want to come out. There we go. Cool. Cool stuff. So there we have a little cheeky flat in there. And let's see if this pops out as well, without obviously bouncing all of those bearings everywhere. Come on, here we go. So here we have it. This is the lock bar insert. Nicely designed, very nice snug fit, and got a little twang to it to the left there. Beautiful. Cool. So also I did notice when I pulled these apart that it has here 0521. So that's nice and neat on the inside there, along with obviously the milled out scales as well, purely for lightness, I do believe. And yeah, well, there you have it. That is all that is inside the Rockwall. Now it is a little bit of a bugger, but once you have done it a couple of times you do get the hang of it. And yeah, just have at least some tray around when you are taking one of these apart, please, because they do go everywhere. I'm pretty sure I lost one or two. I was searching for a long old time with it. All right, let's see if we can get this in. Come on, there you go. Being careful not to cross thread. And just a tidgy tighten on there so it's nice and flush. Oh, there's a little bit up. There we go. Beautifully flush. Now comes the slightly harder part, which is putting it back together. And we have got a little runaway. We can see her. There he is. Right, now let's just get an excess piece of masking tape. Come on. There we go. And just hopefully, wait. Come on. Talking to it like it's a fucking dog. Get in there, you absolute toss bag. This is why it is such an arse, because you can't really pick them up, in my personal opinion, with your fingernails. Right, so she's close, and we're just going to push her in. There we go. Right, hard bit is out of the way, pretty much. And we're going to put the blade on now. So when the blade is in there, now those bearings are sealed. So what we can do is we can then bish bash bosh, put this over, line her up, get that pin lined up as well. Come on. And then we'll give her a quick twisty twoo when we can get it in there. That's what she said. Right, now that's at least semi in there. Okay, now that looks pretty good. I'll just spread these out just a little bit. That's good. And we will get the backspacer now, and the pocket clip, and we will bosh that back in. There we go. Make sure they're lined up, and in the same order, this one here and this one here. And we'll do the rear one first, then the middle, and then just little squirty screws. And then also make sure that's tightened on both sides. And she's golden. Didn't even need to center her. There we have it, the Tactile Rockwall teardown. So yeah, notes to all of you taking down one of these. Obviously driver T8, that's all you're going to need. But ideally I'd have a tray and some sort of tape just to catch the balls in, and maybe even make up a device, or if you've got some kind of little pinchy grabby Maduki, then fair game to you. But at least you guys know what is inside now. So this is the first one in the series, so thank you very much for watching, and well, let's see what we have next time. Thank you very much.